Raven from Teen Titans.
Oh,
You
fuck!
bitch made nigga.
Fuck, nigga! Damn!
That was my first choice.
And I know
What have they done when they were there?
So
they've come close.
they have.
They've
I
come
was
close.
about to say so. That was dope.
I'm hype because on sight my dog, we smoke the laws, I'm talking the back grease the God and these songs just like with some black preachers.
Personally,
Really can't see us, I take a minute to see when I'm on. Reppin' my city, none of you niggas can tell me I'm wrong. It's a Pat Legion.
Video has came out about, well, showing this man Diddy and his ex-wife Kat. All right, man. Let's get right into it, man. Obviously, we got our music and pop culture section. Music, pop culture, and politics. First thing I want to get into, man, is the new music that has dropped since the last time we podcasted. Most importantly, man, Playboi Carti released his very anticipated I Am Music album, just titled Music, in stores, just titled Music, but it's the I Am Music album. And before I say what people are thinking, what do you guys think about the project?
Fire.
J2 Rep?
oh, it was cool. Not really my steez as far as sonically, but it's about 30 songs on it, so I'll give
A
him
lot of
credit for
fucking
that.
songs. Listen, as a new old head, I like the fucking music. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Um, for me, I understand that different artists have different pockets and different niches. Um, Playboy Cardi does a really good job at owning his niche, and I think his project reflected that. A lot of fucking bangers on there. I think what he was trying to do was show how commercial he could be, while also sticking to his niche, which is almost like a of rage rap. Like Lil Uzi has rage rap, but his kind of rage is like real. It's like rage punk, where you got like Cardi, which is just like rage rap. Not so much punkish, but more rage rap. Less guitars, um, less. How can I say? Less punk elements. But again, I got two favorite songs on there, man. Obviously, Rather Lie. It's Playboy Cardi and I believe The Weeknd, and then Backdoor with him and Kendrick Lamar and Janae Aiko. And yeah, man, I for the most part I like most of his songs. Some of them songs I ain't gonna lie, like I think it's called Opium something. Nigga, you lost me. I'm not gonna lie, man. I heard too many Swamp Izzos. I heard way too many of those on the track. Had a lot of that Swamp Izzo on the track. Shout out to Swamp Izzo, very very known and well renowned Atlanta DJ. But god damn, nigga, you put your signature tag on every fucking song, nigga. You ain't got to be DJ Drama, nigga. You ain't got to be DJ Drama. Other than that, man, I think the lead up to the album was great. For his branding. You know how he's a mysterious kind of guy. I think the branding, the marketing, the rollout leading up to the album for Playboy Cardi, great rollout in my opinion. The drops on YouTube or Instagram exclusively with Evil Jordan and a few other singles and feature work that he's done with Kanye, Travis. Great rollout up until now. It kept people satisfied but still thirsting for more Playboy Cardi until the album dropped, and then this is the result of that. So yeah, man, W to Playboy Cardi, man.
Definitely W to him. It's one track on there I do like. It's called Like Wheezy. It's not aesthetically what you would think it is, but it's fuck with that song.
Backdoor, my favorite song on there.
I'm gonna just say, but that nigga don't sound like Weezy. Just so if anyone who didn't listen to it yet, he doesn't sound like Weezy, but great song. But yeah, man. Shout out to Playboy Cardi and his camp. But there was other new music that dropped. From Behind Bars, another jail release this year. First was Tory Lanez, and now it's Lil Durk. Um, I forgot the title of the album. But just hold up. Guess I think I'm still playing it.
I didn't get around to listening to a lot of that.
The album's called Deep Thoughts. Um, 17 songs. According to this, I'm on song 15.
Oh, so you about to be done.
I
So
think
how
it's a
was it?
pretty I think it's a pretty decent album in my opinion.
Better than Cardi's?
Listen, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know a lot of people say like, demonic music and all that. You could take Playboy Cardi's aesthetic and you can even say his music is demonic, whatever you want to say. But the little Dirk shit, and I love Lil Durk. I love Lil Durk more than I like Cardi. Like, just being honest with you, I've been listening to Dirk a lot longer. But bro, his music is fucking demonic, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It brings the energy out of niggas that make them want to do shit they probably shouldn't do, bro. So bro, it doesn't matter how commercially successful it is, which is not more commercially successful than Cardi's album. But like, bro, with that kind of energy, bro, you only gonna get so far, bro. It's like just think of a classic album. Let's just say 808 and Heartbreaks. Can you imagine comparing 808 and Heartbreaks to an album dedicated to drilling?
It's I mean,
It's not in the same realm.
it's speaking to two different
In
audiences.
terms of
So
like, yeah, and I'm about to say in terms of
you
what?
couldn't expect them to be the same because I mean
If you
he's
showed
kind
them
of
to the same, if you showed the both those albums to the same global audience, which one's going to have a better reception?
More likely Kanye's because it's more global. So he's talking about more global shit.
Only niggas feeling that murder shit is either the niggas from they block or niggas wishing they was on they block. That's just being real, bro. And I mean, we don't got to get on the topic, but one of these days we could speak on it. But I think the death of drill music is here. It's not that it's coming. It was already on the way. The shit's here. That drill music shit, bro. It's out of here. You get about 6 months to rap drill music. At the longest, I'm gonna say the longest is about a year and a half to 2 years before you're behind bars. Whether that's for you sliding, robbing, or they didn't indicted your whole crew on the fucking Rico. So like the whole drilling rap, yeah, bro, that shit's dead. Yeah, you can get famous if you want to. Bring that little that King Von energy. You can do it. You gonna be popping. Everybody gonna pay attention to you, including law enforcement. Don't be fucking stupid. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I gotta say, man. I do think that the album was good from Dirk for a Dirk album. It's a good Dirk album.
I would say
I think that nigga's
with
bars.
Dirk's album, his probably a majority of unreleased music. I mean, you got to think these artists vault a lot of that type of shit, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't recorded anything from jail directly. So I mean, shit. Congratulations to Dirk. Happy he's still dropping, whatever the case may be. Um, Hopefully he's out soon. And to piggyback off of that, the death of drill. I mean, just like anything else, brother, it's right its course. We had jerk music for about 4 years, and that shit stopped being cool. And we had dance music at one point. So I think in hip hop, everything runs its course. With this one, it just happens to be in extreme circumstances that people find themselves either dying, indicted, or whatever the case is. So,
Just to speak on that, just a tiny bit. I know, I'm an academics fan. I watched the video where he was explaining like the stages of rap and things. I don't fucking remember the video all like that, but a pattern that I fucking noticed, and he might have said something similar to this, is that usually when goofy music comes around, and what I mean by that, there's a period of music where people are able to let their guards down and kind of, be silly and out there with shit. Just think about in the '90s when, I mean, MC Hammer was a fucking gangster. Just not dismiss that. But when he was dropping his type of shit, along with like Will Smith, niggas was bumping it. But as soon as some gangster shit came around, NWA, Tupac, um, you can even say some of them Houston niggas, Scarface, uh, that shit was booming until it wasn't, and niggas died, and
I
then
mean, I
Snoop
could say
R&B came around.
I, I could say the same thing about '90s hip hop though. It was just as violent. That's when
Yeah,
gangster rap
I'm
technically
saying,
came
if we
into
transition
fruition.
out of that violent music, and as we got closer to the 2000s, you started getting like Cash Money, where these niggas ain't rapping really gangster shit. These niggas is rapping cool player shit. We making money, we having fun, we enjoying ourselves. The embellishment of the lifestyle of being rich and famous. You know what I'm saying? Where in the '90s or mid '90s, yeah, niggas is talking about how rich and famous they is, but they also let niggas know like, hey, nigga, it get gritty over here. It go down like we rob your sister and all of that bullshit that these niggas was talking at the time. We ended up transitioning to a party time, or having a good time, early 2000s, where
You want
niggas
to?
was, we had more feel good music, less gangster music. You can go to a club and listen to these songs. You know what I'm saying? And then we started transferring into, how can I say, a period where every bit of music was either pop, mainstream, or there was the actual respected underground. You know what I'm saying? That period between like 2008 up until like 2015, where it was either mainstream. Think about your favorite artists at this time. Um, Big Sean, even Kanye,
That's the thing.
Little
We can
Little
go
Wayne.
through from the time you mentioned '90s all the way up until now. The gangster element of hip hop has always been there. No matter what year you look into it, no matter how small or minute it might seem at that point,
It's
it's
when it's
always.
prominent. That's when a
I
big
mean, think
shift
about it this
happens.
way: we have lifelong beefs that came out of the 2000s. Ja Rule, 50 Cent, them niggas still do not like each other to this day, and that's
But
for
the
some shit that happened years ago.
but the thing about their era was, yes, the
Niggas
gangster shit,
died.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But the gangster shit was underground. All of the
No, it
shit that was,
wasn't. You
no, no,
remember
no,
the
no, no,
beef
no, no,
tape?
no, no. I'm not saying the beef wasn't public. I'm talking about when it was put on wax. They didn't. Don't get me wrong. There would be some subliminals put in some of those mainstream songs, but for the most part, all of that shit 50 Cent was talking and Ja
Oh
Rule was
no, bruh.
talking. They was
This
on
shit is
mixtapes.
it's always existed, man. Like
Yeah,
a
I'm
hip
saying
hop.
it was on mixtapes though. It wasn't at the mainstream level. It was on mixtapes. You knew at the mainstream level they had problems, but they was putting that shit on wax on the underground mixtape level. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't until this nigga Drake did this shit with Meek Mill where niggas started making these beef rap songs to be mainstream. There's
I'm
no
gonna say
longer there's no
that's
longer the underground. If I beef with a nigga, I'm gonna put this rap beef track on
That's
a
the thing,
mixtape.
man. This shit is
I,
it goes hand in hand. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I'm gonna say half and half because like there's clips out there of like 50 point niggas out in diss songs literally at award shows with niggas literally in the crowd. So that's it don't get no more mainstream
Real
than
than
that.
that. He's giving you every opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to hey, bruh, do what y'all was talking about. Basically, what I'm saying is like as much as we can downplay the gangster part of it, people dying, I think nowadays is just on a different level because of social media. That just makes things so much broader. You got to think these beefs or these situations that were happening in neighborhoods is now broadcasted on the internet for the world to see in a sense. And now it's a bigger sense of retaliation or I got to get my get back in a sense because this is some immediate shit. And these kids got this GTA mindset to where they think life is this respawn center or whatever the case may be, but at the same time there's real life, consequences to action. So I agree and I disagree with what you're saying. It's definitely
Mhm.
different when we got some feel good music, but at the same time, I think it's just all about what's being promoted within hip hop for real, for real. Because think about it this way: these rappers, these drill guys, they have to go into corporate offices and perform these songs in front of white people, uh, 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 we got high level executives, whatever the case may be, in offices. And who are the ones that write off or do checks and balances in these labels? Those are the people that really I feel are responsible in a sense as far as what's being promoted in hip hop. It's the labels. I mean, they're the ones on the back of the bandwagon of talking about, it could be whether it's King Von, his legacy, or if you want to talk about any other Bobby Smurda, the shit he went through. Like they glorify that jail shit. They glorify niggas getting killed on a
Listen,
regular. So
on
it's
some real nigga shit, bro. You can't blame nobody but the fucking artist. Don't
that's
blame the
that's that,
labels.
that
Don't
that's that's
blame the labels, nigga.
that's
Their
almost
job, their
that's
job
almost
is to promote what's
disingenuous.
profitable, bro.
You telling
Listen,
me you blaming the artist only?
no, I'm not saying that, bro. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there's people out there with a fucking job, just like a fucking drug
Huh?
dealer. Listen, just like a drug dealer, unless like a drug dealer is, this is just my opinion, unless there is a drug dealer that's basically forcing people to try a drug and then getting them hooked, then by all means set up shop. You don't convince anybody to buy, but you allow people to come do that thing. If they want to shop with you, by all means. Same thing
So,
with the labels. Same things with the labels. The label isn't in the fucking studio saying, "Hey, that nigga you just slid on yesterday, rap about that shit." These
but who's
niggas
the
ain't
one
telling them to
pushing
do
it? Who's
that.
the one
They're
selling
making
it?
the
You dumb.
listen,
You
listen.
sound dumb.
No, nigga, no. The
Who's the
labels
one
aren't
selling
telling
the
them to
shit?
do that.
Who's the one selling the shit? Who's the one making the shit Billboard Top 100
Nigga,
charts?
that's their job. Their job is to figure out what the fuck is profitable.
Again,
Damn,
but
nigga. Oh,
what's the line?
the
What's the
audience
line of
likes music.
demarcation?
The
What's the line of
audience,
demarcation?
listen. The audience likes music about violence, about a
Why?
person that they
Why do they like
actually know
music? Why
about.
do they like it though? I'm asking you why. Why do you think they like music about violence?
But obviously, because the label is doing their job as well. Nigga, I, I'm just saying, if the
You just
artist doesn't
answered your
create it,
own question, brother.
if the artist does not create the song, what song does the label have to promote?
No, that's not why is it popular in the first place? It doesn't matter about that music being made is out of circumstance, my nigga. Come on now. That makes no sense. You're telling me the label has no culpability or culpability in these beefs? Nigga, they
Bro,
glorify the shit.
absolutely, bro. They do. They do. I'm just telling you where it
And
starts.
then profit off the shit with
I'm
merch.
telling you where it starts,
RIP
nigga.
Lil D
They can't
thing.
profit off of shit if you don't give them
Shut
shit to
up,
profit off of. If you don't give them shit to profit off of,
nigga.
they don't have anything to profit off of.
I'm
Don't make
saying this is the artist's fault as well, of course. But you put a nigga in a circumstance, obviously it's gonna end a certain
Johnny.
way.
I don't know where you think I'm going with this. The fault is 50-50. I'm telling you where it starts. It starts with the nigga who was in the booth. The blame is 50-50. Let's not take that out of it. The blame is 50-50. It starts with the person in the booth. The label's not getting in the booth and rapping about a person they slid on. It's the artist doing it. That's the point I'm making. It starts there. The blame is still 50-50.
See,
That's what I'm saying.
the way you said that at first made it sounded like you gave him no culpability in that. That's what I'm telling you. You sounded like a Mark a second ago.
Nah, bro, it ain't
Mhm.
that, bro. Them niggas had a job, and it's not like the labels is lying to you. Everything they say they're going to
Bro,
do, they put it in
lying,
black and
nigga.
white.
All of this shit is a lie. What are you talk? See, now you're getting back to
No,
bullshit.
nigga,
He said, "Now
listen,
you
that's
getting back to
not, bro.
bullshit."
No, nigga, no, it's not, bro. This is where y'all niggas is not understanding. All of
Respectfully,
these
hey,
niggas, listen,
respectfully, bro.
listen.
You win this argument. We moving on. So, in
Nah,
other
bro, let me
news,
get this point off before we move on. My
bro,
point is, a
you
lot of
right,
these,
bro.
listen, a lot of these rap niggas, they complain about their labels and their contracts being fucked up. Nigga, by all means, sure, let's just say you got deceived. That's not really the fucking problem. The problem is you signed a fucking contract that you had no knowledge about and you signed it out of desperation when you should have had a clear mind, not been so embellished in the fucking getting money aspect and realize like, is this money fucking worth it? Let me find somebody who knows what's in this contract so I'm not signing some bullshit. Nigga, it's equal responsibility. It ain't just the fucking labels. Everything they say they're gonna do to you, the only reason they're able to do it because it's in black and white. That's the only reason they're able to do it. If it wasn't in black and white, they wouldn't be able to take 50 off the fucking top and leave these niggas with nothing. It's in the contract. That's why they're able to do it. Niggas should have read the fucking contract or found a lawyer or found the person that actually knows how to read this shit. That's it.
You heard.
Yeah, it's fucked up. The labels make contracts like that. It's just even more fucked up. Niggas is gonna sign the contracts without reading it.
I don't think I'm talking about the label as like a business entity. I'm talking about the label as more or less a monster, a medium that's being used to push a certain type of content. That's not what I'm worried about. The label's contract fucking over the artist, man. Nigga, that's been happening forever. It's probably gonna happen till ever.
All I'm saying is, bro, like one of our issues we have in the black community, bro, is the exploitation of bad stereotypes of us, right? Like
Love that
Bad
shit though.
Girls Club and things like that. My
We
thing
love that
is,
shit.
listen, I'm about to say they love it. My thing is, you gonna blame the networks like Zeus and shit for promoting that shit, or you gonna blame the people that's getting on the shows and actually doing that shit?
See, that's where you have to think about the mindset of the human being at that point. Are you talking about the conditioned person, the person that's been indoctrinated into a certain way of thinking due to years and years of being pushed to certain type of content, whether that be TV, commercials. You got all of this promiscuity in TV now. You got bitches with OnlyFans that you can show every single part of your body nowadays for $100 a month.
You know what it reminds me of? Yeah, yeah. I remember the show Bait Car. I always wondered why they always put the bait car in the hood. You ain't never see the bait car nowhere else but
Because they
in the
know.
hood. They already knew that niggas in the hood would probably be like, yeah, yeah, but they didn't even think to put it nowhere else though. They could have put it somewhere else, but
That's why they did that quiz, because desperate times call for desperate measures, and most times, black people, we in impoverished situations where we have to do things that normal people under regular circumstances. We robbing from fucking hey, tell me we didn't do this as kids, Dalen. We robbed several Kmart's even though we wasn't broke. Niggas was hey man, we robbed stores. That's just what certain shit we have to do to get by that the normal human being doesn't have to worry about on a regular basis. So once you put in certain circumstances, you have to do things that, you know what I'm saying, might get you
But
in trouble.
listen, I'm old enough to realize we didn't have to do that. And you just said it. We
No, we
didn't
didn't.
have to do that.
We had no business doing that, to be honest with you.
We didn't
But
have to do
I'm
that, nigga.
saying it's people that would do that are in worse conditions, is what I'm saying. Like, granted, the motherfuckers is really homeless, motherfucker really hungry out that motherfucker. They might really need a sandwich that day. So I can't blame anyone for doing any of these things, only because the government, they'll give money to every other cause in this country besides helping, you know what I'm saying,
Listen,
number one, brown people.
you can
And
definitely blame niggas. You can just feel sympathy for them.
I'm
That's
not
all.
playing the blame game. I'm telling you where the problem starts. So That's all I'm saying. The problem starts somewhere. It don't start with us most more than likely because they put us here. Think about it this way: how many niggas you know grew up in the hood, wanted to be there, bruh, and it was born in that motherfucker, literally born in the hood.
Listen, bro. For example, bro, you know where we grew up, nigga. Nigga, am I supposed to act like like how everyone that's from our area acts? Like, nigga, I don't have to do that. It does start with me, nigga. It starts with the person. It
And
does
now
start with
you
me.
blame
I don't have to.
don't say that because your mindset is different than other people though. You see, I'm talking about the overall mindset of people in general. The sheep motherfucker, the sheep people mindset, the motherfuckers that's complacent with life. I'm not complacent, but more or less, like I said, you've been indoctrinated to
You
a
said
certain
it
way of
right.
thinking.
Complacent.
Look, whatever you want to call it. Tomato, tomato. But it's just certain circumstances that you can't get out of. If you black, you already kind of got strikes against you, bro. So it's kind of like it's weird. I'll say that much, man.
Yeah, bro. We know we working with strikes against us, bro. That's all the more reason why, nigga, just being righteous is where it's at, bro. Let's just keep it like that, bro. It's okay to admit that we fucked up and did wrong. We all did wrong, bro. But when you're old enough to know that you're doing wrong, it's time to make changes. That's how you break generational curses. Just being honest. It's okay to be ignorant at times. Because when you're ignorant, you're innocent and ignorant. But once you gain that knowledge and you know right from wrong, nigga, it's on you to start making a change. I think that's an adult thing to do. That's all. But we should move on. We should move on.
Great points made by Pablo.
Good points.
What do
Uh
we have next on the docket?
oh, for the last subject for my segment. Very diplomatic shit going on, man. Ishowspeed went to China for his most recent streaming thing. I don't know what the fuck they be doing on Twitch. It's like a subathon or whatever the fuck. He went to China and basically him streaming in China. Um, it did a lot of things between both countries of the USA and China. It showed us that China isn't what we thought it was. It isn't what is shown here in America. Um, I'm gonna just ask y'all, what is your opinion of China?
What do you mean? In
What
general?
what 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 do you think China looks like, and what do you think China would be like if you were there?
If, as a black person,
Yep.
you asking.
Modern, and a pretty dope experience.
I'm about to say, if anything, from what I've seen, like Quee said, modern, eye opening, maybe even as far as how far they are technologically and how maybe clean it is as opposed to where we coming from.
Yeah, I put it like this, bro. And during COVID, the shit that they showed us from China, it looked nasty. It looked gross. It looked like I would never be there.
Well, you know what's
It
crazy? I just only remember the videos with people passing out in the street. It didn't look nasty, I wouldn't say. It just looked like motherfuckers just passing
overcrowded.
out.
Looked like it was overcrowded. It looked like a nasty New York. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's what I thought. And shit, as far as technology, I thought we were on the same level. This man goes over there and we find out like not only are these people living in like utopian society. When I say utopian, I don't mean like everything is great. It's just like advanced. Like everything's super advanced there. And based off the propaganda they got, you could just tell based off of his experience and how people approach speed that they're showing a lot of ignorant media about black people. Um,
Wait, that took a turn. Wait,
yeah,
what?
yeah, bro. Don't get me wrong. They were big fans of Speed, but he had a lot of interactions. Like one in particular where a girl came up to him and said that she's racist. Chinese girl just said like, yeah, she's racist. She doesn't like N words, but she was laughing the whole time and like wanting a picture or like wanting a, you know, autograph. But yeah,
Can
um,
we can we chalk that ignorance up to bliss? Because I mean, some people are just
Um,
what's the
I'm gonna
word?
chalk that ignorance up to Speed's audience. Speed's
Yeah, I'm about
audience
to.
is known for going up and saying some brash and wild
No,
things
no,
to
it's
him.
not just that, bro. But it to me, it shows me that the idea that they have over there in China, it's a negative image or negative media of how black people present themselves. It's probably black people in the most ignorant forms is
I
being
think for
shown and
some, I don't
presented
think
to
that. I
them.
don't think that's for all. I, I think that's majority Speed's audience, bro. He got people from different countries coming up and barking at his ass, bro.
True. He was in
But you ain't
Brazil.
see
They was
when he was
barking.
just in I believe in Peru. But they was saying like, yeah, bro, they was playing the N word song, bro. Weird. Yeah.
You know what it is though? How do I say this?
Like I'm sure he gets a different reaction than if LeBron goes to China.
Right.
Yeah,
LeBron goes to China,
I really
it's
It's
hope
not
over
gonna
with.
be
Chinese
like
people
that.
don't think of black people as being like low. And I really hope y'all understand the difference between an American black man and then a black man from anywhere else. That
Yeah.
to the
That's the
Chinese
thing.
audience,
Is
big
it like
difference.
they consider us low class human beings or some shit?
Yeah, bro. I hope that's not the case. I really do.
You know
Um,
what? You know
I
what I
want to
would do
travel to
though?
China one day. I do.
You know what I would chalk it up to though? I mean, think about it this way. How many niggas it's like I work with a lot of black people. I'll say that right now. And if a Chinese dude just comes into our staff and it's a I would just say it's a cultural difference. Like and that's kind of how I feel about going to different countries that you're not accustomed to. You're kind of just dropping yourself and you gotta indulge or embed yourself in that culture and not just I guess make judgments off general things, but to go through shit like that, I could say it's eye opening. Wouldn't say I wouldn't put it past nobody not to be racist because anybody capable of anything
That's
nowadays.
facts. But just the like Johnny kind of alluding to, just the cultural differences between the two. Like I think what's the old boy from Casanat's crew? Ray.
Ray,
Mhm.
That's a
I fuck
perfect
with him.
example. That's a perfect example because like he used to say some wild shit, but he literally didn't know what the fuck he
Yeah,
was
Right, he didn't
talking
know what he
about.
was
and that's
saying.
kind of
They
what I
had to
was.
teach. They had to teach him
You see
about
what I'm
it so
saying?
he
It's like a
understood.
right,
And
right.
so for
It,
them niggas over there, they probably hearing shit in the media, saying shit, not
and yeah, and I do want to
thinking.
say that, bro. And let's just be honest with you, bro. I think that the people in China that black culture is very effective over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? They even copy hairstyles.
That's why I said if LeBron goes over there, it's a whole different reception. They gonna
Yeah,
look at him like a god.
Like a
even with
god.
with
It's
with
a
listen with Speed's interaction, no one was ever rude. No one was being mean to him. They were laughing while saying all of this.
because that's his
I truly
shit. That
believe
that that's
that
his shit.
The Chinese love black people. They admire. Let me not say love. They admire black people, but they also understand that we're the butt of a lot of jokes
Okay. Yeah,
internationally.
I can see that.
I think everybody knows that though.
Anybody, I would say that about Americans in general. If we
Yeah, I'm about to
travel
say
abroad,
yeah.
like I feel like we're the butt of a lot of jokes. Like a lot of things I hear about Americans in Europe is that a lot of these places don't have obesity whatsoever. Like it doesn't exist. And you get over here, and the first thing they hand you is a bacon cheeseburger. So, end of the day, I would still like to travel there just to, you know what I'm saying, say I did it. So, here I come, China. Don't hold anything that Dalen says against me. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I fuck with China. I hope to go over there. Just treat me good, please. Same
I'm
thing
about
with
to say that.
Japan.
You
Same
just
thing with Japan.
yeah,
Please
I
treat me
was
good,
actually
man.
supposed to go to Japan last December before my nephew passed. That was one of our trips we had planned, and Japan is going definitely still on my list. So we got to make it out there.
Say we grow as a group, man.
That'd be
That'd be a
dope.
cool trip. Yeah.
Go
Dope.
vacation for a
Good
little
shit.
bit.
What else we got besides the Ishowspeed, or was that the last one for you,
I
Dylan?
think that was the last one.
Oh wait, okay, yeah. It was the last one. All right, so now we're done with pop culture or what have you. We do have to talk about one serious thing before we move on to quiz with sports. There was an earthquake in Thailand. I have a news clip here. I'm just gonna play that before we get commentary from the guys. Let me see.
earthquake struck Myanmar and Thailand last week. According to military junta leaders, more than 2,700 people have died and hundreds more still remain missing. You can see the rubble and debris left behind from buildings that collapsed due to the big quake. Rescue efforts, they're still ongoing. We even have some local folks that are there trying to help, but crews say pulling survivors from the rubble is getting harder 5 days after the destruction. Authorities had previously said more than 100 people had been trapped under wreckage. Right now, as I mentioned, local-based efforts are there trying to help people. Portsmouth-based Mercy Chefs also.
100 people is crazy.
Yeah.
2,600 plus dead, guys.
Damn. Now, you get the
Um,
video of the building collapsing?
I didn't get that only because I felt like it would be at a bad taste.
Probably.
Given the circumstances, it could have been somebody, you know, around the area. I don't want to
Nah, bro,
show.
for sure. Because one of the videos I watched of that incident, you can see the crane operator being ejected from the crane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
RIP to him. And RIP to all those lives lost. I know it seems kind of desensitizing nowadays when you hear about that many people dying at once. But they're still lost souls, still, you know, human beings. So at the end of the day, have to give that proper respect for the dead. So RIP everybody, and you know, condolences to the families that have to bury and the ones still searching.
Yeah, man.
You guys ever been in an earthquake?
Never. I don't think I've ever been in one. I've been in a tornado and a flood, but never.
I felt the earthquake. It's been we've definitely had earthquakes here. I don't think that we've been able to feel them, but the last time I felt the earthquake, I was probably in about like 6th grade.
Damn, where was you at?
Ohio?
Yeah, I don't
Oh
remember.
shit! I couldn't even remember the last time.
Ohio got earthquakes.
Damn,
I'm about
bro.
to
I'm
say,
about to say,
if
if
any,
you experienced, then we did too.
we would have had to it, right? I'm thinking, shit. I mean,
I was say, bro,
luckily,
I think I've been through an earthquake. I just don't remember it.
yeah, luckily,
Yeah.
I've never been in no crazy situation. What's the craziest weather you've been a part of that you could say?
Shit, bro. My most
All right,
traumatizing
tornado.
that I still remember, bro, being in Florida. I think I was 6th grade still. I was like 12. And, bro, we on the highway heading home. And, bro, I could see a fucking tornado forming.
Yeah,
And
dang.
this shit touched down, like we're driving and I'm seeing this shit touching down in front of us. And then we have to go drive past it. And it's over to our right, bro. We was probably like maybe a quarter mile from it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit was scary.
Yeah, that's some different shit. I can't say I haven't I've been in none of those situations besides a tornado, close to one, but not necessarily too crazy. All right, but with that being said, condolences and whatnot. We're gonna move on to sports with my guy, Quiz. What's the first story you got lined up for us?
We're gonna get right into the NBA since it got the most action right now. Player performances, to be exact. The Joker having another monster performance in a loss though in OT.
We got
Put up,
highlights for that. Give me 1 second.
put up a 60-point triple double. That's the third in NBA history. It's only 3 players to do it.
Hell yeah.
So
We got the highlights
definitely
right here.
yeah. Let's take a look at that.
Alexander Walker with a 3. Minnesota's got it with the whistle. And a foul on Minnesota. Wow. A triple-double, 60 points. The bench. Denver's got Conley to Anthony Edwards. Gordon is there. And he threw it away. It's a turnover. 2-on-1. Brown. Westbrook. No. Rebound Alexander Walker. Final seconds.
Westbrook blew that layup. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we would
he
have
smoked the hell out of that.
in the locker room. We would have had a long talk.
He
They
smoked the hell
smoking.
out of that.
He smoked that layup. That was the
Might
game
have been
too.
smoking too much in Denver.
Joker smoked that free throw too, though. He ain't had no business missing that motherfucker.
That's because all them niggas in Denver, they be getting high before the game. They got
You
quit
think
fucking
so?
up.
You know the altitude is different out there, so the air's a lot
Yeah.
thinner, so it's hard to breathe out there anyway.
That should be an advantage for them niggas.
It should be. You would think so. But Minnesota, I mean, shit, they playing. They live in the cold all year type shit.
Yeah.
They ain't got no air either.
But shout out to the Joker. Going on to the next name you see down on the little panel there.
Steph
Curry.
Curry. We got a couple highlights from that game too.
In a win.
And a win.
Put up 52 points, 12 3-pointers versus the Grizzlies. So your boy went off.
Hell yeah,
I
let's play.
was watching a little bit of that game. They was talking about he was getting close to the record early.
Shout out Steph Curry, man. People
Want
forget
me to
Yeah,
play the
he's
highlight?
one of them dudes that's up there in age
yeah,
as
go
well.
yeah, play the highlight.
We got a clip for Steph Curry. Let me see right here.
And Draymond just picked his pocket. Draymond Green took it away. And then leading the break.
Oh, God.
Curry somehow caught it and hit a three. That went from turnover to triple. Final 33 seconds. And Curry, deep three. He's got 8.
Well, this is the start the Grizzlies would have wanted in this third quarter.
Step an open three. Curry with 9 threes. Again, the NBA record is 14. The Warriors had a 17-point lead in this game. From the second quarter on, Memphis has been the better team. Curry has been the better player. Steph for the three. He's got 10.
That boy on fire.
The way he's just able to move and get to his spots and let off quick shots like that is
Insane.
unmatched. It's unmatched.
That's unhuman. Like, you seen the last one where he had 2 niggas on him in the corner? Ain't no way.
Just floated that bitch, rainbow shot at that bitch up.
What did Mark Jackson say? Mama, there goes that man.
There goes that man. So shout out to Steph and Joker on 2 great performances. Moving on to the GOAT, LeBron. Had some drama with Stephen A. Smith.
Oh yeah.
So story is,
What does it start?
Everybody knows at this point. During I forgot what game it was, but it was in the third quarter. LeBron was on the sideline during the timeout. Looked over, seen Stephen A. over there, and he was like, "You know what? I gotta go try.
I still got that clip in the archive.
I gotta go try." Goes up to Stephen A. He says, "Hey, keep Bronny's name out your mouth." And Stephen A.
We about to paint a picture for him, Queez. This is the clip right here. LeBron speaking to Stephen A.
and just walked off.
Keep Bronny's name out your mouth.
So then,
I'll do it for you.
So then, next day, Stephen A. Obviously, him being him, he says that his peoples made him do it, but he gotta address it. He say what he need to say, this and that. People start getting him riled up. Then Stephen A. he like LeBron said, he started his little Taylor Swift press run, talking about if LeBron would have put his hands on me, I would have hit him.
Hold on, we got the clip. We got the clip.
Unprovokingly.
I peeped this real quick.
To be a reincarnation of Chris Rock and Will Smith. And let me state for the record that while we bring up that, let me assure you it wouldn't have gone down like that. I would have gotten my ass kicked because had that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately.
Unprovokingly brought that up, by the way. Now let me just state that the whole reason why LeBron even approached Stephen A. was not because of Stephen A's questioning of Bronny's play, because Bronny, he's an NBA player now. He's a grown man. He gotta he gotta let his play speak for itself, and I'm pretty sure LeBron knows that. LeBron approached Stephen A for his comments for him pleading to LeBron as a father, acting as if that what LeBron didn't set his son up for success, and he's not doing his job. That's why he approached Stephen A. But I don't think Stephen A. Got that. So he started his little press run and all this. They had their back and forth. LeBron posted some. LeBron heard what Stephen A. said about putting his hands on him and whatnot. So then LeBron posted a funny little clip of Stephen A. getting some boxing reps in there.
We got that right here.
Yeah, make it more free. Yeah, push.
Y'all remember them Rock'em Sock'em robots back in the day that punch each other's heads off?
Yeah, bro.
That's exactly what that nigga looked like, throwing them undercuts.
Bro, you remember them frog pins that be like this?
Oh.
That's what he remind me of, bro.
So yeah, back and forth continue. LeBron decided to head up to Indianapolis on the Pat McAfee show.
Oh, I didn't grab that clip.
But yeah, he spewed his facts and his feelings on a couple media heads and Stephen A himself and a whole bunch of other topics. It was actually pretty refreshing to see LeBron in that light.
For an hour, I think. Wasn't it like an hour?
For a good amount of time, and just hearing them, I don't know, just you don't hear that from the goats like a lot, and especially like the goats we do hear from, they already out the league when they do it, like Tom
Right.
Brady and whatnot, and so like it's just refreshing to hear this from somebody that's still in a goat that's still in the league, and so he said all this about Stephen A, and obviously Stephen A, he's still ranting and raving. And oh, by the way, same day, LeBron went on the Pat McAfee show. They played a game versus the Pacers in Indianapolis, in which LeBron got a buzzer beater walk off.
I'm about to say they won. Yeah,
Crazy
yeah.
work. Lakers have had
Crazy
an
work.
interesting week because then a day after they played the Bulls and
And
Josh
lost.
Giddey hit a fucking half court shot, buzzer beater, game walk off winner
Right.
on LeBron, which is crazy. But yeah,
Crazy.
that day in particular though, LeBron got a tip off a Luka floater. It was crazy because they was about to criticize LeBron for passing it to Luka, but
They was.
sure enough, Luka he made a move, put up that floater, bounced off the side of the rim, off the backboard,
If LeBron wasn't right there, that bitch was not
back off
going
the
in.
side of the rim. LeBron, little quick,
Eh.
game over. Game over. Shout out to GOAT. LeBron James. LeBron.
Bro, is there any way you can play the song, bro?
I'm gonna have to get a copy of it. I don't think I got that.
Damn, bro.
You're gonna have to send me that shit in the attachment.
LeBron.
Or I'll just fucking do that YouTube, the MP3.
Well, besides the GOAT, other NBA talk, this is the last NBA talk I got, but Beef Stew. If you don't know that name by now, get to know him because he's the new bully of the league. He's the new Draymond. Isaiah Stewart. The
I'm about to
same
say,
dude.
Beef Stew, that's
you know who he is. Remember when LeBron smacked that dude in the face and he was
Hell
bleeding
yeah.
and he started charging after LeBron?
That was him. He was younger back. He was a few years younger.
He was a little young. Well, yeah, he's been on a rampage, boy. He's bringing the bad boy Pistons back. This man is a menace. He even checked Gilbert Arenas. Like he's a menace for real, man.
Damn, yeah.
I think I got that clip. I think I got that clip.
They recently got into a brawl with the Timberwolves, and yeah, it got spicy.
That's what I like to hear, nigga. Bring that action back.
we got a little piece
It's
of it.
funny, but hold on,
right
Johnny.
here.
Before you play the clip, I got right before the clip. Isaiah Stewart had the ball and he shot it 3 times, and all 3 times, Dante DiVincenzo, who's on the Timberwolves, was like, "Fuck no, Fuck no. Fuck no. So that just to preface,
It's
just to preface
context.
this, like
I
yeah,
ain't gonna
context.
lie.
Yeah.
After the second time, I would have snapped. You ain't
Nah,
about to
he
keep.
said that shit 3 times, and yeah, then they took up the other way, and Dante DiVincenzo ran into a nigga, and it was a charge, and then that's when the shit started going on.
Yeah, that's some real hating shit, nigga.
All
I
right, go ahead,
love it.
Johnny, play the clip.
Nigga, I
I'm
love it.
about to say, let's play the results of all of that right here.
Fuck on you, boy! Fuck on you, boy! What do you want to do, bitch? Boy, you
Well,
yeah, that's what I love to see.
We missed the end of that clip. The end of that clip, it was the juiciest part because Isaiah Stewart pushed Buddy head down, and in return, Dante pushed old Buddy in the
word.
yeah.
Shit I heard he got suspended for 2 games.
Yeah,
Stewart did.
yeah, he the new bully to league. He been into some. I'm about to say, look, just this year
I like to
he
hear,
been in
nigga.
some stuff. So
Strong arm these
he bully,
niggas, young
he
bull.
bully, new
Hey
bully of the
man,
Strong
league.
arm these niggas.
every team I feel like needs an enforcer, man. So I can't necessarily knock him for his role. Everybody need one of those. If y'all remember Steven Adams, he used to play for OKC. Nigga ended up
Yeah, I'm
playing.
about to say, yeah. He a good enforcer. He ain't no
Hey,
bully though, but he
he wasn't
he was a good
he was an
enforcer.
enforcer in the classical sense as far as like talking shit or whatnot. But if you ask any NBA nigga who the strongest bully was in the NBA at that time, it was always Steven Adams. That's one thing I noticed. They will always call this nigga out. I'm like, damn, he must have been strong in a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
He look
He is
like
strong. All right,
But
well,
damn,
moving on from NBA, got some women talk. Juju Watkins, first of all, shout out Juju Watkins. Suffered a
shout out
season ending,
Juju.
knee injury, and so she'll be out a while. But on a high note, she did get named the winner of the Naismith this year. So
For those that are the player of the year.
yeah, so
you think that
great.
was out of
I'm about
pity?
to say she had a great year, so she
No,
definitely
she had a
deserves
great
it.
year. I feel like that's not out of pity. She was playing lights out before any of that shit had happened.
Yeah, so shout out Juju.
Shout out you, Juju. I just wanted to play devil's advocate. I ain't hating on you.
I mean, it could have
Never
been
watched your
possibly, but
games.
you never really know with those things, especially let's say, I mean, and they were in the tournament when it happened too, so the regular season is pretty much over with. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Moving on to the Final Four, though, it's gonna get it. This is gonna be a real nice Final Four. I suggest everybody pay attention to it. We got ranked #1 seed Texas versus former champions, ranked #1 South Carolina, who I want to say was my original pick, but golly, #2 UConn, Paige Bucher's been on the tear, and versus UCLA, #1 seed. So yeah, that
Gonna be
be
a
some
good
fire
game.
games. He's gonna be some fire games. Obviously, I'm taking South Carolina, and I'm taking UConn for a crazy matchup between South Carolina and UConn in the national championship game.
UCLA winning it all.
I'm taking Texas and I'm taking UConn. Well, they'll figure it out when they'll see each other.
UCLA winning it all. You heard
Man,
it
that's
here
crazy.
first.
South Carolina, them girls, they got a commercial out there right now. Like
They do. They. I'm about to say. I just seen them.
they got a whole ass commercial. Like they fire for real. Like
That's
the
because
way
you
they
know what? They
play.
coach is goddamn fire as hell. Though.
Yeah, the way they play, just the way they play it remind me like street ball. I like it.
That's a good comparison.
But and they talented enough to do it. So
What about the men's side?
on the men's side, it's gonna be pretty nice. It's gonna be pretty nice. To me, it's a a 2-horse race right now, and both of those horses to me play each other. But we got Florida, #1 seed versus Auburn. I forgot what seed they in, but they're pretty good. And on the other side, we got Houston, who was my pick to win it all. #1 seed, and Duke, who
With Cooper
arguably
Flag.
has the arguably has the best player in college basketball right now, Cooper Flag. So that's gonna be everybody's gonna be watching that game, Houston versus Duke. That's
What
gonna
are
be
your
a
predictions?
I'm hoping Houston wins. It's
please get.
supposed to.
Just because I picked them, I gotta stick with my pick, and I'm gonna say Houston. And I
Mm,
really don't like Duke, so but I really like the way Houston played, man. I don't know if y'all seen Houston two games ago when the dude got the inbound. He inbound for put it in for the layup for the win. I watched that whole game. That was crazy, and that
yeah.
boy was balling. He had like six threes. Houston,
Dang.
they dangerous for real, for real.
Okay, nice. What about the Florida and who do you say you
Yeah,
have playing?
that's a side I ain't really too confident about, but I like the way Florida's been playing. Number one seed still. Give me Florida. Give me Florida over there. But both teams have
Okay.
been playing pretty nice.
Hey, as long as in worst case scenario, either team beats Duke in the event that they beat Houston.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel not college ball, but ball in general is a game of superstars or a game of stars. And if you have one, you have a chance. So I'm gonna just go left field and pick Duke to win it all. Only because I saw the last game Cooper Flag had. I think he had like 38 and 7, something like that. And that's crazy for a college player. So
Yeah, them niggas
I'm
only
ready to
scored
pick.
38
like
and
60
7
something
is
points.
that's too many points, bro.
That's
They need
insane.
to test this man.
No, I'm about to say that's
He's
drug test worthy in college
bro,
because they ain't supposed to score that high in college.
I'm tired of Duke.
25,
I'm tired of
25
good
is
Duke
like
players.
25 is
I'm
doing.
I'm tired of good Duke players, bro. I let it slide with Kyrie just because it was like only for like 5 games. I
And
let
he
it slide
still
for that.
went number one. How ain't that about a bitch?
Yeah, I let it
They
slide for
like
Kyrie.
nigga,
I ain't
we
doing it no
didn't
more.
need to see the rest of your game. Go
I can't
ahead.
do it no more. Y'all messed up with Grayson Allen. Stop,
They
stop,
did though.
stop trying it.
He pretty solid though. I ain't
He
gonna
is.
shit
I
on
He be
like
Grayson.
him.
he be
I
tripping
fuck with
niggas.
I
Grayson.
like him, bro.
That nigga be tripping niggas. He
I
dirty.
say, look, he gotta use his he kind of remind me of Gary Payton Jr. a little bit. He got
Oh,
that
that's disrespect. Oh, okay. You said Junior.
like
Okay.
the feistiness, not Gary Payton the OG, but the
I was about
junior.
to
'Cause
say. I was like, that's
Junior, he the type of
crazy
nigga
work.
that untie your shoes at the free throw line type shit. Like
Yeah.
that's the type of shit he on.
You might say,
So
bro. I think that, like you said, bro, that basketball is it's a sport of stars, bro. And I think each star has something that separates themselves from others. His thing, bro, being a dirty player. I like it. I like it, bro. I liked it when he was in college.
hell yeah, that's what separated him. I ain't
And
gonna
then you
lie.
know I don't like Duke, bro.
I don't either.
Hell yeah, you got anything else for the Final Four?
No, that's it for the Final Four. That's it for yeah.
That's it for sports, ain't it?
Yeah, that's it for sports. That's all I got. I had some things to touch on, but I'm gonna save that for the next stream. It's pretty important. I got some pre-draft talk too for us. So
Oh,
we're gonna
bet
get that. We're gonna get that moving. DGat, you wanna fill you wanna fill the people in on what we got going on
Dreamville.
for the weekend?
Oh yeah. So me and Majin Q, we gonna be heading Dreamville for the second year in a row. This is supposed to be the last Dreamville according to J. Cole. I just want to say this year I am not going because of J. Cole. Last year I did. This year I am not because that apology shit. But I am going because Lil Wayne gonna be there. You know I'm a Wayne
Wayne.
fan. So yeah, bro, Wayne gonna be there. The Hot Boys gonna be there. So nigga, I'm in there, bro. So basically, man, me and Queese, bro, we gonna be there. If you follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. I don't know where he's gonna be streaming from, but I'm gonna be streaming from probably Instagram, if not YouTube. And I'm gonna try to set it up where I can stream from both. I'm gonna try, but 9 times out of 10, it's probably gonna be straight from YouTube. Um, I'm gonna save the footage, upload it. The point is, we're gonna show our experience. It's gonna be separate experience, but at the same place at Dreamville. and we're gonna be live streaming our experience there.
And we also gonna try to get a full pod during the weekend to kind of recap the day with Johnny.
What,
In a way,
Saturday?
yeah. About to say we could, yeah.
I'm off this weekend, so that'll work.
I'm about
I
to
mean,
say
for
yeah.
real, bro. Why don't we just do like a small mini pod each night?
That's what I
We'll
mean.
be
Like we could do it. We could do it something
as
like
a
that.
recap. That'll be dope just to see what the fuck y'all boys was going through that day.
Yeah. So keep it
Yeah,
like
bro.
Just let me know what
And then
time. It don't have to
keep
be
it
the
in and
same
keep it
time
in the
every night.
loop. I'll be cool with that.
after we live stream, bro, obviously, bro, send you some clips to present in this, and we go over it. Like, hey,
Yeah.
man, this
Right.
performance.
That's what
This
I'm saying.
happened. You know what I'm saying?
That'll work. That'll
Sounds
work.
good.
But yeah, man,
All right,
that's
yeah.
what's gonna be happening this weekend. So hopefully, cause Johnny's the editing guy. Hopefully, if we ever make an LLC and make a business out of this, Johnny takes his 34% and we'll take our 33. But Johnny's the video guy, so hopefully he'll have this shit edited, chopped up, and ready and out by tomorrow. I'm
What
hoping.
you? This nigga, you bitch made nigga. No,
That was a nice way. That was his nice way of saying, nigga, get it out.
Cause tomorrow is Thursday and we leave Friday and
Yeah,
y'all
we
leave
we
leave
Friday.
I'm
Saturday.
about to say we are leaving really, really, really soon.
I would
Really,
love
Well,
to
really
this
put
shit,
the
soon.
I'm about to
shit,
say
share
it's
the
not too
shit.
many edits in this video, so I'll just put it out.
All
I'll
right,
put it
bet,
out
bro.
tomorrow.
Please chop it up so I can upload to the Instagram because you don't do it. You just do the Facebook page. When you could do the Instagram page, link it to the Facebook page. So every time you post on Instagram, it also posts it on Facebook.
You talking to an old man right now? Say that again.
Use the
Ah,
Instagram
I heard your
page,
bitch ass nigga.
link it to the Facebook page. So every time you
I
post
heard
on
you the first
fucking
time, nigga.
Instagram,
I
it
He
says
heard you
heard
the
you,
Facebook.
first.
bro.
I heard you,
He was fucking with you, bro.
Bro, seriously, bro, do that, bro. Please.
all right, nigga.
Well, put this shit out tomorrow, bro. Please.
Bro, the shit, nigga. Like I said, it ain't too much to edit. It'll be out, nigga.
All right, bro. I'm just making
Bitch
sure,
made.
bro.
Fucking uppercut your bitch ass.
I'm just making
Hadouken
sure, bro.
ass,
Now,
nigga.
I'm gonna finish my predictions on these Final Four matchups too, because I think the games is probably like tomorrow or something.
I think
So
yeah, they're
so
here.
yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna cover those up on a quick note before we dabble into the Dreamville topics.
I bet, man. Fit sound like a bet. On that note, we ain't really got too much more for you folks on this good night. As you guys heard, they're gonna be giving you more content throughout the week. And we're gonna have this motherfucker out by tomorrow, based on Dalen standards. With that being said, Pack Legion out. Queez, what the fuck you got in your hand?
It was a toy. Beanie
Oh,
just came and grabbed it. Hold on, I'm about to hold up. Let me tell you this. Oh, watch these athletics. Oh, you ready? Oh,
Oh
god
shit.
damn!
see that? Yeah, yeah. We in here.
Put that dog in
Big
a
dog.
goddamn competition.
Big dog shit. Yeah.
Hell yeah. With that being said, man, it's your boy J2 Real. We are signing out. This is the Pack Legion. My great brothers to my right, Dalen, D Gat, Pablo, whatever you want to call him. Majin Q right below me, Queez, Queez the Don, all that good shit. All right. We're gonna end the recording in 3, 2.
You a bitch.
Peace.